Hey legends guys, are you mad? You feel like you just can't live with Unity no matter what you say, no matter all the things that are true. You can't get your head around all the keyboard shortcuts, how much of an on-stretch it is, or whatever? Well, it's not your only option, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to go out there and install GNOME, Ubuntu GNOME Remix like some people actually have. It's really dumb. It's a knockoff distribution, so you won't be able to update it to Ubuntu 12.04 when that comes out. But yeah, look through your software center. You can install any interface that you want: KDE, LXDE, XFCE. You also have the options of Enlightenment, OpenBox, Fluxbox. Again, this is open source. But anyway, the ones I shall be going about now in particular is Ubuntu GNOME Shell. The GNOME Shell, not Ubuntu. But yes, install that, and over in Startup Application, make sure that you have Compiz disabled, because if you enable that in GNOME Shell, you will not be able to do anything. Your entire user interface will disappear. So yes, do that, and then come back here. Oh yes, at your login screen, click on the gear, select GNOME, then come back here. Alright, welcome back, and if you're looking at everything that is installed by default, you will probably think W2EF or whatever. Well, relax, this is open source. So one can get used to this. You double click on things to minimize them. I don't know who thought of that. Pull them over to the right, that will happen. Pull them over to there, that'll happen. You can live with this, however, like you, I really want these things, not only all of them here, but all over to the left. Well, the simple way to get them all there is by going over to GNOME Tweak Tool, which we installed 2 episodes ago. Over to Windows. Not Windows. Shell? Yes, arrangement of buttons on title bar. Select all, log out and back in, and you'll have them all right there. However, if you're like me and your workspace is now over to the left, then let's go back into gconf. And down into Desktop, GNOME, Shell, Windows. Right here. See, by default it just had closed like we saw now. And now it's trying to have everything put over there. We gotta go and say close, comma, maximize, comma, minimize, or minimize, maximize. I'm not really sure which one. You'll have to probably check out the Unity videos again, or whatever, old Ubuntu videos. But that's how you get them all over there. In fact, I will change it right now to minimize, maximize. Remember, these are separated by commas, not spaces. Right, so log out and back in, and that will be fixed. Hey, now what about everything else? Well, you see an activities window here, click on that, and what in the world? You see our stuff down here, says speak, update notifier, classic menu indicator. They're kind of useless down here. Well, luckily, again I say this is open source. There's actually a whole website for shell extensions. Grows by the day. In fact, it's grown quite a bit since I last saw it. This will only work in Firefox, sadly. It will not work over in Chromium. Just click on, and it's as simple as that. I'm serious. As you can see, I have a dual-core laptop here. And voila! We can now see how our CPU is doing right there. It's cool, isn't it? You can add yours and install extensions. Spend all day. There's also, of course, a way to get this dumb menu where you have to click Alt just to power it off. Alternative status menu, you see? And applications menu as well. Let's add a GNOME 2 type style to this. I'm not sure if I already have that installed. Activity buttons. Oh hey, cool, you can actually change what that says. Like, let's say I install that. I want to change it. Oh, right here, thank you Linux community. To change, modify the user home.local share GNOME Shell extensions, activity buttons, tag, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Links shall be in the description. No, actually, well, links to this main site shall be in the description. I'd rather have it not like GNOME, say GNOME text, so what do? We open up GNOME Tweak Tool again. down to shell extensions, and voila! You can actually see just how many that you have here. I have installed quite a bit. Installed quite a bit. I have battery percentage right there. And of course, bottom panel, for those who like the good old bottom panel, this one also will make everything go left and right rather than up and down. In fact, with that, I can go over here and say, well, music integration, so that we can play batches and say like next track, previous track, or whatever right through there. Window list. Oh, no, take that off. Let's see what else. Gtile was a pretty cool one. It's allowed me to go like this. Of course, you cannot resize the advanced settings. I will show you like down here. That much, or that much maybe. That much. It's a double click. Have it 2x2, 4x4, 6x6. Organize your place. It's nice. Also, can have. What's that do? Oh yes, put everything right there as we want. Menu extension. That's Mint extension, which links will be in the description from Web Updates one right here. Show you how to get your place looking like a mint style. It's also in the description link for all these, which was the very first ones I have discovered thanks to Web Update, as well as this, which is the auto hide top bar. In fact, with those, I can go over here, turn that off. Bottom panel, select the bottom panel from the Mint extensions, which is still also nice. Go to the menu extension. And window navigator extension, I think. Alright, I will log out and back in and show you the changes of this. Welcome back. You can see our gconf configuration has been completed. Again, sadly, compose won't work, so it won't work. But hey, we got this working menu down here, which is actually pretty nice. Mint type menu, and of course, it has these in accordance to whatever's over in your dock right here. And with the auto hide top bar extension, which I did not install, but it's still available, link shall be in the description, we could auto hide that and completely ignore it. Just use this for navigating around. That's cool for mouse users. Anyway, what else? Well, let me turn off the menu extension. And some other extensions I have going on right here. Turn that one back on, turn the Frippery one back on, because I saw something cool. Move clock. Get the applications menu. This will actually change that whole thing, though you can still go up there wherever you want. Static workspaces. After I put out another random thing over here, let's say, I don't know, desktop. Sure, why not? You know, GNOME Shell will actually use as many workspaces as you need, which is actually pretty cool. However, I like to keep it at 4, so I'll say static workplaces. Now, no matter what I do over here, I can close that, and it will stay at 4. So, useful, quite useful. There's also, as soon as I can find it, oh yes, this one's especially for Linux Ratty of the Linux community. These go in accordance to whatever is over here. That, plus the applications menu, plus, as soon as I can find it, right here, places. These were all found in the site that I told you about. Places. I lost it again, darn it. Oh, wait, there it is. Places. So you can go to your favorite bookmarks, you can reach all your favorite applications, and you can go your classic applications launcher here. Which I recommend doing that over GNOME Classic, but as far as zooming in with the super key, I'm not entirely sure that's possible. I will do some searching around though. If I find out, it should be in the description. But you zoom by clicking on that and going over here. Zoom back out by clicking on that and going over here. Yes, that's it. I shall put links to those sites. You can see, you can do pretty much anything. I love open source, as the community has showed you. Make your own extensions for GNOME Shell or for Unity. Show them, you know, anything's configurable. It's not all that hard, especially now with the new site for GNOME Shell extensions. Again, links will be in the description. I hope this has been informative. I hope that this has helped you. We've also changed the bar from just close over there to all the ones that we want right here. Though again, sadly, GNOME Shell does not work with Compiz. It has just enough stuff to say, I'm there. Which is one of the cooler things. One thing you may want is to remove most of these, like syspeak, update notifier, classic menu indicator, though they will work. They're just out of the way, you won't even know them. There is a way to get an update indicator up there, specifically for GNOME Shell. I used to have it. For some reason it's not working on my laptop though. But link shall still be in the description. Says, I hope this has helped you. I hope you get used to one of the new interfaces. The reason why I don't use GNOME, apart from the fact that it won't work with Compiz, is at times I have this strange error where everything will freeze except for the cursor. I can't open that thing. I can't do anything else. Which, by the way, you can also just hit super key and type in whatever program you want, which will do the exact same thing. You can put it over to the favorites bar if it's not already there. And if you don't want anything in the favorites bar, you can just click and drag it down there. Or right click like you do in Unity. It's actually quite simple. So yeah, anything will go up there. Hope this has helped you out. Hope you have enjoyed. And over the next video, I'm not even going to ask you what you want to see, because customization will be pretty much the same. Pretty much. I shall go over some finer details. And I will also have to tell you about why to use it or not to use it. Anyway, again, I hope this has helped you. You can tell it's a lot shorter because you don't have to really do all that much work. Just spend all day looking through all those extensions. It's really quite fun. I must get out this before I freeze up, so have a good day. I shall see you next video.